Hey guys, how's it going? All right, so I just wanted to update you on um, my, the recent stash builder video, but I've been working on a lot of cards and we're getting ready to work on some more. This is not, I mean, it is a stash builder, but it's not the exact stash builder that we do on the first week of the month. So I'm just going to go ahead, since they're on my table, and try to knock these out. So I keep slowly working on them. I'm going to do it for one more day and then it's back to regular stamping. So I had an extra one of these, so just put that together. That was easy. The donuts, I just used whatever. I had some brick embossed backgrounds. I wouldn't have necessarily picked brown, but it's okay. I splattered it with some gold. I rubbed my finger over it with that Inca gold stuff, and so then we did like a little bit of this one. I tried some, it looks silver actually, splatter, but anyway, so quite a few of those. I had some black brick background, which I also wouldn't have picked, but again, rubbing your fingers over it with whatever. I had two just plain without the brick. I mean, this technically is the Yellow Brick Road, so you don't really need that, you know what I mean? But whatever. So I am gonna go through and add some little bling to all these, but did that one. Some riveting news. That one. And several of these. I apparently already had that one, you're not even in frame, colored. So, and then I just did a little splatter. I did a silver background to kind of match the anchor, but I'm really not feeling that, so I don't know. But it's what I had quickly. So, and then I did these. Life is short, smile while you still have teeth. So we did a few of those. Apparently they're sticking together. And then this mini I got out of the Here's a Cheesy Card Just for You. Finished up a few of those. I put the chicken in the barn. And can't get it open now. And I did one of these, which apparently is glued on a little bit crooked, I see now, but little froggies peeking out. So that is where we are for now. They've actually taken a lot longer than I thought. I did do some pre-cutting though. I cut a bunch of, what do you call it, the alcohol ink stuff that I was doing. So I'll probably, let me know what you guys do with alcohol ink backgrounds. Maybe I'll cut out like a black die cut or something, put on there, or one big like kind of bold stamp or something. But they are really pretty. So, and actually I like them better once I cut them down. And then here, I don't remember what I used on here, but something. So we'll use those. I'm gonna put this on here, and that's probably gonna be that. I'll stamp like a happy fall or something in the middle, and that one will basically be done. And so for now, I want to just do some quick mermaid cards. And I don't have any sentiments out to go with any of these, which I should. I did color one, and I think I'm going to color that the exact same way. So I did go ahead while I had the markers out and color all three of the bodies. And so let's just get going with that. I guess we could give her some other color eyeshadow, but all right, so let's see, this is all green. So what are you guys into stamping right now? I've still been clearing out some stuff. I'm kind of bummed though, because my D-stashes have not sold, which totally surprises me, because pretty much every D-stash I've ever had, well, a couple have been, you know, a little bit, a week or so, but for the most part, they sell like within literally, I want to say minutes. I mean, they really do. But definitely like within an hour or something. So I don't know, maybe it's just like a bad time. I did it at the end of the month, and also 4th of July. Everybody's going on vacation or trips or whatever, so maybe that was the wrong time to post it, but I just post it, you know, when I have it. So, but that's okay. If I don't sell it, I will take it to the scrapbook store in Tennessee, and they buy things as well. Or you can trade it for product that you like. So that's kind of cool. And I think I'm gonna give her green pearls. I don't know. I think that's all the green on her. All right, so green pearls, pearls, pearls. I know pearls are not necessarily green, but you know, whatever. Lady of the Ocean. All right, what else could be? I think we can do a green. I feel like this is like a hair piece. I don't know what y'all think that is. What do y'all think that is? I think we're gonna make it a hair piece. We didn't on her last. We did some other color, but that's okay. It can work. Since this is like assembly line sort of coloring or adding stuff, I guess. So we'll give her the pearls. Oh my gosh, y'all, guess what? Good news and bad news about my ink storage. I like the shelves. The shelves are great, but let me show you. This came yesterday. So these are like, they're fairly thin, but they're like hard plastic or something, and they hold lots of the little inks that I was talking about. And I don't know whether I should sell these or not or what. I don't know what I'm gonna do. I think I'll end up keeping them since they do go well, and I still have plenty of the these and the small ones too. I don't know why I got some in small and some in large, but anyway, so I filled up those two. I thought two would totally do it. It holds like 96. Stick them back over there. And so, no, hit it on the green. No, I didn't hit it on this one. So it holds, I think, 96, and I thought there's no way that I have more than like 96, right? But your girl does. Super shopper, oh my gosh. Anyway, so now I'm going to have to order another set, which I mean, it's fine. They're relatively cheap, but it's just the thing. I wanted to be like overdone and organized with the ink things, you know? So, I don't know. And I still have some of the other styling pads that won't fit up here, so I don't know what I'm going to do there, if I'm going to just let those go or what. We'll see. But you know, I don't know yet. So all right, I don't want to color on my things here. So what do you do about storage? I mean, I swear storage is always an issue. It's just always an issue. And it's got to be, I could have better storage. And I mean, I do have pretty decent storage. I'm not complaining exactly, but her wing was green, wasn't it? Or her fin, I guess, whatever you call it. But I could have better storage. However, I also want it to work for me. You know what I mean? Like, different types of storage works for different types of people. Some of my storage I don't mind being hidden. And how do you guys feel about that? Like, I would like the room to be neat. It's never going to be. But, you know, for other people's sake, I would like for the room to be neat. But honestly, I mean, who sees it? Even when somebody's coming to visit me or whatever, I typically just shut the door because it's a mess. But if you're going to work in your room and actually do some art from time to time, then especially if you want to do several different types, like I do scrapbooking and card making and beading and now some wood burning maybe, you know, and just, I don't know, I would, in my mind I would like to paint, but I'm not really a painter. I may give it a try here this summer though, just for kicks for myself. Why not? All right, I think I am going to give her just a little bit of eyeshadow right there. Why not? Can add just a little bit more color. See how that looks. But I like my storage open. I don't know, but neat. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a stickler for having all the bottles facing the right way and all that. It doesn't get that way very often, but when I notice it or whatever, then I will sit there and turn them all back around or whatever. Not like, you know, somebody with OCD or something, but to that point, because it doesn't bother me until I sort of notice it. But I just think it gives it a really nice appearance or something. And I can also flip through and find things a little bit better that way myself. So, but I think it would be very, very hard, speaking seriously about OCD, to have OCD and be a crafter. I don't know that you could. I mean, maybe you could. I don't know. But it would probably drive you absolutely insane. I don't know. Let me know if you truly feel like you have it and you are a crafter and how it works for you. What do you do? Do you just put each thing back as you get it out, or what? And sometimes it's about different things for, you know, it's not every little thing, it's certain things. So it could work, I don't know. All right, let's see here. I'm just gonna give her a green one, a little shell here, since she's already got that cut out. I mean, since I've already got the marker out, so I'm trying to say. Okay, and everybody's getting brown hair. Not that angle though. Oh my gosh, did y'all hear about Del Monte closing? Or, well, not closing, well, kind of closing. Filing for bankruptcy anyway. I don't know what they're going to do, but, oh my gosh, y'all know, if y'all watch my grocery hauls, I love their white corn. Nobody makes white corn like they do. I think Stokely's is the only other brand that I've ever seen it in, and somehow I don't feel like theirs is as good, but maybe it's just me. Could be the same corn made in the same place, just tricking us with the can, who knows, but it seems like the Del Monte brand has better taste to me. I don't know. But I love, if you have not tried white corn in the Del Monte can, if it's close to you, try one. Put your little butter in there. Like Paula Deen, butter makes everything better, right? Not health-wise, but taste-wise. I hope y'all can hear me. I've got the air on here. But anyway, yeah, I can't believe that. I'm so bummed. So I won't, well, I don't really know if I'll be out in time to really grocery shop much this week. But I do have some other errands to run, but it's not, I could get some groceries, but I can't keep them cold, so I feel like I just won't bother until I can go back and with my cooler and all that, and it's so hot that it's like ridiculous. So I'll just do all that at one time. But anyway, but when I do, I am going to, if they still have any, I don't know if there's going to be like a run on it or what, but I'm going to get some Del Monte white corn, and I also really like their peaches. So probably get that. And I don't know, what else do they make? My father, I think, likes their green beans. I might get him some green beans. But what brand of stuff? Sometimes I don't mind like the store brand, or like if it's Walmart or something, like the Great Value brand on a few things. But sometimes, you know, people say, oh, you can't tell the difference and all that, but you can. You actually can on some things. No, not everything. Some things, like I said, I'm perfectly fine with. You just kind of have to try it and know. But the brand name, everything is getting so high on everything that if I can get the cheaper brand, I will give it a shot. But I don't know. But I was so bummed to hear that. That's like a major company. And it said they were selling off all their stock or whatever, or filing for bankruptcy and selling everything. I don't know. So I guess it sounds like they're not going to do it anymore. Maybe somebody will take them over and keep it going, I hope. But I don't know. I have a hard time believing that they could go bankrupt right now, actually. But I don't know. But with the prices of food and things, maybe more people are buying just, you know, your store brand stuff and not your name brand stuff, because it is, I mean, you can get, I don't know how much exactly, but the Great Value corn a whole heck of a lot cheaper than the Del Monte white corn. So that just happens to be my little pick favorite. You have to pick and choose with groceries these days. It's insane. I haven't done any grocery haul videos lately, but I feel like people are just kind of, you know, bored of those, and that was a 2020 thing or something, stocking up there. But I truly still believe in trying to stock up if you can. It's getting harder and harder for me. I don't know about you guys, but I still, I've done better with it now, though. I guess I've learned what I use and what I don't through the COVID crisis and things, and but I really enjoy having like a little grocery store on my shelves kind of thing, where I don't have to go out. You know, you just run out of something and you go in there and get another one. It's awesome. And but you do have to do the first in, first out rule kind of thing, and make sure you keep it super organized is the key. So I haven't, well, you know, one of my refrigerators went bad. I had 3, and so it's been a little harder to make it with 2 refrigerators. We kind of got used to 3 in the room and spreading everything out. It's kind of annoying on the 3 part, but I mean the 2, but it works. But I just keep I say anyway, let me say that. I say that I'm not stocking up the freezers, but yet they're always full somehow. But I'm trying desperately to get a little bit of room right now, because there's some different things that I want and I don't have room for with just the 2. Having the 3 has really spoiled this. And so I don't know. But it just doesn't it doesn't seem to go away. And what little bit of room I do have, y'all know I'm a dog mommy, and So right now in the summer, I freeze water and keep it out for the dogs and things like that. So I have to have room for big blocks of ice and things like that. And so that takes up some room. So if it wasn't for that, I'd have a little bit more room. But I mean, that's kind of a necessity too, as long as the world's not, you know, going too crazy. But I don't mind because this summer produces some summer storms and craziness and that kind of thing. And we have lost things in the fridge before if the power goes off or whatever. We used to try to pull out the generator and turn, you know, gas it up and everything. But to be honest, by the time you pay for that much gas and whatever, and my area is kind of remote, sort of, it's takes them a long time to get here. We're not big on the, you know, big city priority list to come fix an outage. So when they do, the things are already bad or whatever, and we'll grill up some stuff or whatever like that, and that's about that. But we did try with the generator because we typically lose power. We didn't this winter though, actually, so it was great. But once a winter and about once a summer, and with whatever storm, right? So the summer typically comes back on faster, winter not so much, but trying to just edge around her face. Okay. So yeah, by the time we pay for the gas and the generator, to be honest, we just buy the food back. So, but I don't know, that might be changing these days, the way food is going crazy. So who knows? Okay, I think everything is finished after this. And these are just going to be fairly simple. And I've just embossed these little mermaid wave cards here from, I think that one's from Echo Park. Ow, kind of stabs you. Woo. So, and I probably will do something else. I wonder if I should layer that though. Maybe, I don't know. These are just cards to get done fast. These weren't really cards I would plan on making. You know, y'all know I just found them in a drawer that I'd stamped 100 years ago, and I'm sure when I made them then, they were probably better and nicer and all layered up and all that. But for now, I just said I was going to just get them done, slap them together. That's what we're doing. I do find it hard sometimes. I have an extra one. Oh. Using up scraps and things, and not so much this. I don't really consider this scraps, but in a way I guess it is. But just like when you cut a piece of paper and you have some left over, it's a little bit hard just to keep up with and things. And let me get another card. I don't have another embossed card, but oh well. It is what it is, right? So we can do some splatter, some little pearls, or little things to make those better. So I'm adding those to the pile. And then I have these, which I taped up last night so that I could be ready. And I found this lady, okay, and but I apparently did not stamp a bunch of those out, but I did have a bunch of these, so I just colored up that one, and I think that's what we're going to use for all these. But I want to think about sentiments. So, and I already have these taped up, which are going to be your sentiments because, yeah, anyway, we didn't use those for her stamping. So for the lady here, I'm going to do one that says, Some people need a glue stick instead of a lip gloss. I like that for her. She's, I'm sure, a Karen, right? But for the others, which one do you think goes with that the best? I wish I had Princess Energy instead of Gremlin Energy, but here we are. I'm currently experiencing life at the speed of 15 WTFs an hour. In case there's children watching, I won't say what that is, but today I learned the average American drops 80 to 90 cuss words a day at about 5 per hour. Today I also learned I'm above average in something. I like that one with her, I think. Some days you feel like you're surrounded by idiots. Other days you realize it's not just some days. And men watch sports and think, I wish I could do that. Which is the same reason that women watch murder shows. Driving her crazy. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna do... Wish y'all could... Okay. I'm gonna go with these two, I think. I don't know. I guess. I love these funny bone stamps. I have a million of them. I'm not as crazy about, oh my gosh, the Riley and Company, like little critter things that go with them. I don't ever get those. But, or I don't think I've ever gotten one. I don't know. But I do love the sentiments. I think they're hilarious. I went to a stamp show once that they had these, and oh my gosh, I could have spent my entire budget on that, I swear, with no problem. Okay. So we're gonna try to assembly line these. Alright, so we're just gonna do a few of these and a few of those. Think. Hang on a minute, I gotta. Okay. Yay. Okay, did y'all see that Ozzy Osbourne did his last show in his hometown? Like the last show. I know he's done, like, everybody does those, like, last tours or whatever, but then they come back. But this is his last, I'm sure, because he's just barely making it. But he rocked it. He rocked it, I have to say. Little Ozzy was kicking butt. All right. The show, when he was on the show, the Osbournes kind of ruined Ozzy for me. But yeah, you know, I don't know. I would prefer to have kept him in my mind as the Prince of Darkness, right? But yeah, we all change. But last night, I feel like he was bringing back the Prince of Darkness vibes. Go Ozzy, go. So how was your all's 4th of July? Mine was pretty well, went well. Like I said, we didn't do a big dinner or anything. We bought the Byron's barbecue. That's my favorite barbecue. It used to be better. I swear they've changed it. I still like it. It has just a little bit of heat to it. You get it in a box at Sam's. You get like 2 big containers. And it was actually on special for $9.99 when I got some. Actually, I already had this, but I went ahead and got some more because, I mean, my gosh. Okay, so I'm going to stop there with this one. And y'all see my scratched up arms? That is from my littlest dog, Rosie. She, she got a little nervous on the fireworks, and she was like crawling up my arm. Anyway, we fixed the barbecue, and but it was on sale, like I said, for $9.99 or $9.98 or something like that, cheap. And I wish I could have had room for more, but you know, my freezer situation. So, but I did get one more pack, so I'm excited. Okay, stand by it upside down, but that's okay. We can turn it that way. We're okay. Well, to be honest, it's easier than raising the thing up, so, well, I can. I guess it's not gonna matter. Okay. But yeah, we had some watermelon, and I just got us some waffle fries to go with our barbecue sandwiches. And what else do we have? Oh, I made pasta salad for the first time. I've never made pasta salad. I don't even know totally if I like pasta salad. Like, I just felt the need to do it. I had some at work. I've only tried it a couple of times in my life. I know I'm weird. But this girl made it really good at work for our last party or whatever when we were leaving school. Like a staff dinner kind of thing. And she, I don't know what, I meant to ask her recipe. She's a new lady, new teacher, but I did tell her it was really good and all that, and then we started talking about something else, but I will ask her next time. But it was really good, and she didn't have a lot of stuff in it, which is what I don't like. And so I bought some in town the other day, and I thought, well, that'll be, you know, quick and easy with the barbecue or whatever. And I picked up one with ranch, like a Hidden Valley Ranch type of whatever. I don't really know the difference, like there's different types or whatever. Well, this one, you put mayonnaise with it, and that just did not sound the least bit pleasant to me, and because I don't like mayonnaise. But I do like mayonnaise-y things. If I don't know that it's in there, even if I kind of know, I don't want to like see it or hear about it. So there's that. But yeah. So like, there's this type of chicken. I don't even fix it for myself, to be honest. I'm not gonna lie, my father fixes that for me, and I appreciate him for it. But it's like just a hot chicken. I used to buy the shake and bake with the hot stuff in it, but now you can't hardly find it, and it's changed anyway. So now we just do the regular shake and bake, and we add some hot stuff ourselves, and or he does. But I don't like the mayonnaise has to go on to like hold the stuff on, apparently. And I was devastated when I found that out. I was like, oh my gosh. But I used to tell my mother before she passed away that I was like, yep, I'll take care of you and Dad when you guys get old and whatever, and the best possible way I can, and I'll do anything for you. But the only thing in life I won't do for you guys is, if I'm like, you know, feeding you whatever, is feed you mayonnaise. I just can't deal with it. So I'll have to get somebody else to come in on the mayonnaise days. But anyway, it was so gross. But do you guys have a food that y'all just, the sight of it is like, I don't know. But and now this is another one that y'all probably like, but I don't, is deviled eggs. I don't even like to sit near deviled eggs on the table. Like, I will scoot them far, far away from me. And of course, my fiance and my dad love them, so we have them a lot. I hate the smell, but I like regular eggs. So what is the difference, you know? But whatever. So anyway, back to my pasta salad. That's where I was going. Y'all know I go down the rabbit hole of stories. Um, but so anyway, it required mayonnaise. So I just took the pasta out of that and added, I had some Italian dressing here, the Olive Garden Italian dressing, and so I just put that in it. I put some, we had the random little packets of, you know, the little pepper, like red pepper flakes or whatever you call them, from Sam's, because I had gotten a pretzel and I picked up some Parmesan cheese and the little red pepper flakes. I thought, well, that could be good on it, because my boyfriend had gotten pizza, and I thought, well, if I don't want it on here on the pretzel, he will probably want it on his pizza. And so anyway, neither of us ended up using it, so I just brought it home, and I thought, well, I'll use it for something, you know. And sure enough, I got to put it in this pasta salad. So I put red pepper flakes and the Parmesan cheese too, and I also cut up some other cheese and put in there. And I wish I would have had some like fresh, you know, the big thick pieces of mozzarella. I think that would have been good in there, but I didn't have any, so I did not want to go to the store. But anyway, and I put some pepperoni in there, and I think that was really it. I like a plain, oh well, we did have red peppers. I put that in there, but that was mainly for my father. But it went well. It turned out good. And what did I do to get her hair pink? I just went around it. That way she matches the pink card, you know what I mean? Gives her that wild and crazy, like, I cannot take this crap anymore look. Love it. It's the way I feel at work all the time. Anyway, sometimes just in life, I don't know. But it turned out well, and I even ate it for leftovers, so I was impressed. But I would like to try maybe some cucumbers or something in it. I don't know. What do you guys put in it? Like, I don't really do the tomatoes. I like tomato sauce type foods and things, but not so much tomatoes themselves. So what do people kind of put in there? I should have looked on Pinterest and to see what was what, but I'm not doing the mayonnaise. They said it makes it like, you know, creamier and whatever, hold the stuff better, but I don't care. Not doing the mayonnaise. So, and then we had key lime pie too for dessert. That was just some Marie Callender's little pieces of key lime pie, but it was good. Everything was, like I said, everything about this time was quick and easy, which was beautiful for me. Because a lot of times we'll do like a major barbecue and it takes all day, and the family's here like half the night, and whatever. But not on the actual 4th, just when we do the barbecue. But anyway, I bought, well, I guess that technically we did have several things. Now that I'm talking about it, it's kind of adding up. I bought some fresh corn on the cob when I went to the store, and we had that. It was good. Have y'all ever made it and done like the Cajun stuff? Now that requires some mayonnaise or whatever for the, like, if you do street corn or something, and I love that, but I just don't want to fix it myself. If I fix it, it's a different way. So just be aware. If you come to my house for dinner, that's the deal. But all in all, it went well, and the dogs did pretty well. The fireworks from our town did not last too long, so that was nice, but unfortunately, it's not really a town, it's not an incorporated city, but it was at the park, like right over the mountain from us, which we could still see and hear very well. Yay. So that was a bummer that they started. And then once they quit, the people up on the hill, but luckily they didn't have too many this year, so theirs did not last long. But, so I stayed out with the dogs on the back porch, and my father stayed out with the ones on the front. And and I had on the back porch, I always turn on their air conditioner and all that, and shut the sliding glass doors and stuff so they can't hear it as well. I mean, they can still hear it. You can feel it, like it will shake you. But well, that one didn't have any. But they got through it, so that's the main part. And as they get older, I mean, I genuinely worry that they would have a heart attack, but Rambo did so good this time. And I wanted to go back and forth, but I just didn't want to leave him this year because, he's having his hip problems and all that. There's not much they can really do, and that kind of thing for him as he gets older. But I don't know, it seems like he's been struggling a little bit more with it lately. And even standing eating, I don't know, I feel like his paws are sliding out more and just different things. And so I'm going to put a runner long rug on the porch to make sure he stands like on the rug, I guess, and that kind of thing. But I had a little dog named Taco, and Taco was the best baby in the world. I loved that baby. And she was kind of mine and kind of the neighbors. She was really the neighbor's dog, but she stayed here, and they wouldn't get her fixed and all that. And she kept having puppies, and that's actually where my dog Rosie came from. But they just refused to get her fixed, which was insane to me. And she was a Chihuahua mix. She was bigger than a Chihuahua, but basically. And I just hated to see her go through that. So then finally, they were getting a divorce. I'm just going to give her some blue eyes here. And the wife just completely moved away and abandoned them. I talked to the husband, and he wanted nothing to do with the dogs, so I took them all. That's how we ended up with that bunch of dogs. But they stayed over here anyway. It didn't really matter, but it just, I don't know. But so of course I immediately got her spayed and everything and all the things. But anyway, we had to build a ramp for her as she got older. And the puppies, just having so many litters like that was ridiculous. And it took a big toll on her body. So I always just hated that. But I don't know, whatever. I'm not going to get into that because neighbors, and I could stand them. And they were nice people. I mean, they were kind of young, but they had too many kids and too many dogs, and they didn't take care of either one of them. The kids would escape, and people would find them down the road, and the parents would be napping or whatever, and just bring them back. And one little girl came to my father's church, and it's like they just got out of church, and there she was. Somebody took her back home, and I don't know. But luckily they have long since moved now. But they would call themselves rescuing animals, and they would for about 2 weeks. They would love on them and take care of them and feed them, and then that was that, and they were done. And they didn't, they would go off on vacation and just leave, and nobody came to feed their dogs. And oh my God, it was, once they had a horse in a little community in the backyard, and I felt so bad because the horse had kicked its water bucket over. So I snuck in their yard one night and took the horse's bucket back. But I don't know, what are you gonna do? But anyway, I just can't stand to see animals mistreated. It just kills me. I just think you deserve a fate worse than death if you do. But anyway, what I'm saying, and why I'm saying it, was I swear I just get off on tangents, is we may have to put the ramp in back for Rambo. I don't know how how him and his little hips are going to do with the steps. So for much longer. I mean, it doesn't really seem, it's like he has more trouble on the porch, on the flat, really, than the steps. So I don't know. But I just feel like the ramp might be a good idea for him coming up. We'll see. But he can go out like the doggy door or whatever and down the ramp to go to the bathroom and things, and that way it makes, I guess it keeps them not on their own, but like, you know, for longer. Okay, so we knocked out those. So how many did we get? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And then she is 10. Picket Fence was having a really big sale, I heard. I didn't end up going to look at it, but I heard it was a mega sale, that they're just going to, they're not going out of business. Everything I got's got little pieces of like glue on it. Ugh. I need to try to get this, it's like, it's not even stuck tape, it's like whatever, it doesn't matter. It's like the remnants of stuck tape or something weird, I don't know. But all in all, the dogs did pretty well, and they did not seem too traumatized. Rosie didn't do the greatest, but you know, she did the best she could, and Rambo did better than normal. And the front dogs, as long as you're with them, they're great. They get a little nervous if nobody's with them, but if somebody's with them, they're fine. So Dad did a good job with that, and Rambo let me feed him chicken while, for the most part, when we were just hearing smaller ones, and he did way better, like way better this year. And it would get his mind off of it until they got so loud and big that it was like, nah, I'm done now. I can't think about eating or whatever. It's like time to be scared, Mama. So we did that. But anyway, that was, and then the only bad part was they did have fireworks again last night, which was the neighbors, not like the town people or whatever, but so that was annoying, but I expected that and I planned for that, so that's okay. And I had an early dinner, I fed them early and all that, because if you wait till fireworks, then there's no eating. They just think, you know, y'all know I did this the other day for my little cousin, so I thought we could turn that into something. Actually, let's see what we can move on to now. Well, I did want to stamp a few of these on the back. These are the Snarky Crafter little sentiments. This card is handmade. That means it's basically priceless, crafted with passion, and at least one swear word. I should put that on those. Yes, it's handmade. No, you may not throw it away. I don't really care. People can do whatever they want with them. I just think it's funny. All right, let's get something here. That's textured. That's probably not a good idea, but you might can see it. Which one can I pick that? I feel like I need to do that one though, you know. Hope you can see it. We'll see. Let me get a different size block though. It's not like a 3D embossing folder, so it'll probably be fine. Just give it some good pressing all around. Yeah, you can see it enough, I feel like. one's a little shady. Maybe I shouldn't. We'll try one more, see how it goes. Those do better than, I didn't realize I had it embossed with two different things. Okay, so not that one, not that one. Okay, so these do better with the embossing. It's a little more flat or something. Y'all see what I mean by the difference, the different pattern. Alright, so I will probably just go ahead and end this video here and move on to the next batch, and then we'll get back to our normal stamping. And I'll embellish those and find some sentiments and whatever. I may come back on for the alcohol ink ones, because I really do need some ideas from y'all for that. What do you put on your backgrounds? What looks good? Or maybe just a whole, you know, like the cover card kind of something would look nice. I don't know. I mean, I know you can't see but so much when you stamp on those because they're deep colors, so. Okay, so hopefully those will bring a couple of smiles as they reach their destination. So, alright guys, I will talk to y'all later. Bye guys. Thanks for watching.